Yet another human. Will he be successful just as Chemico in the last series for the Lao Pao Esports Club? Bottom left-hand side, the former romantic, back to his old nickname, at least on NetEase. But this is of course still Fortitude, facing Soin, who made it to the regional finals playoffs. He's going further and further in these tournaments. He's a quite frequent visitor in the playoffs, but now facing elimination. A little bit of a different situation for him.
Yeah, it's going to be important here to win this one. Of course, there's still one more match to win, which is not going to be easy, as you know, when Lola is the gatekeeper, usually that's where that gate is somewhere you're not going to go through here. A little bit of a Hodor hold, perhaps, from Lola incoming in that position. Fortitude creeping the Expo first against Orc. What in the world is going on?
Well, we'll see how successful that is. Big last hit. Oh, and he gets it. And the item as well. This could have gone sideways right off the bat.
Did Fortitude watch that? Oh, I think the Farseer stole that.
Yeah.
Did Fortitude watch that theory craft where Carlson tried to convince us that you should fast expand against Headhunters and Farseer?
That sounds a little skeptic.
Yeah, because of course I joke. It's a build that you can do, and that was done at first, but it's extremely hard to pull off, in my opinion. But now he actually somehow got level 2. He's gonna start the scout tower here. And going into this match, you have to think that Soin thought that Fortitude was gonna play Night Elf, by the way.
Yeah, with playing that a lot on ladder and in the game prior, maybe the prep wasn't too great, but Soin in general has a very solid Orc versus human. But Fortitude is also a very different kind of player, as you can see here. He's already preparing an expansion.
Maybe Fortitude watched Johnny Cage against X-Lord yesterday. He was like, he saw all the tanks. He's like, all right, I'm back. This is it.
Dude, your meme on Twitter was so good.
You should show it after.
I think it's actually, yeah, it should be the same shirt that he's wearing then on the photo of your meme, right?
How suitable. So we're not achieving much damage so far, but he's already going +1 attack, and I'm really curious exactly what he'll do on tier 2. Is it a TC? Is it a Shadow Hunter?
Yeah.
He needs to be kiting here a little more, because there is no defend, and there shouldn't be defend because you need to tech. You're not going to have the lumber. He also prevented some mining time here with the wolves in the main base. And he's sending yet another set. So this is really designed to delay this tech as much as possible.
Soin is taking a drink, brother. This is a tavern hero. I'm not too surprised if it's a Fire Lord, and it absolutely is. Heavy siege with a lot of summons going Fortitude's way. A little bit of a split attack in the main base. Archmage is here defending the wolves, but that means the Archmage is not on the other side to extinguish the new flames that he's facing.
And even though there's an arcane tower here, this lava spawn, it takes a lot of hit from the tower to actually get rid of them. So Headhunters now start working on that. And like I said, there is no defend here. Yep. It's actually going to be so hard to fight Headhunters and the lava spawn without defense. But Fortitude is doing such a good job kind of staying behind his tower here and letting it buy time.
That's so smart. The lava spawn needs hits on units or heroes to be able to split. All the units were far to the side, and so he didn't get enough hits before it expires, and that weakens this push already by a lot.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, these walls near the main base, really like a beautiful move here by Soin, realizing the full extent of the lumber issues that you encounter when you go for such a quick expansion. Dude, there's a footman walking on the barricade alone. That guy's boards.
So far, it feels like Fortitude is showing Soin, man, you don't Fire Lord Tower Rush me, brother. This is my specialty. I do this to people. I do this to orcs.
Dude, you should have Tower Rushed him. Imagine how ironic that would have been.
Oh, there was a game once on Ancient Isles, I think. Remind was involved, and both players went for a Fire Lord Tower push at the same time, and it turned into a Fire Lord base race with Volcano. It was one of the best games I ever saw.
That sounds like it, yeah. Fire Lord against Fire Lord, double Tower Rush and Volcano. Sign me up. Soin overextending a bit here. He's gonna lose a Headhunter. There is no deny either on that. There's starting to be an insane amount of footmen. He's not paying attention to the main. Peasants are getting caught though.
Ooh.
That tech is infinitely delayed.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the Stone Age for a while. Still no defend against this. So, still power spikes. Oh, the little trolls who throw the toothpicks, but they're losing quite a bit of health here regardless. I need some healing.
Yeah, not the best micro here from Soin, reacting a little late. You really want to kite as much as possible. Turn around, shoot, chase, shoot. And if you're getting chased, you're the one who pulls back, turns around, shoots. So, not been doing the best job of that. And now he kind of finds himself needing to heal on the other sides. And immediately, Fortitude is like, oh, okay, I got time to do the center. That might have been a mistake. Because he doesn't have water elementals level 2. He doesn't have water elemental level 1. Look at how much damage he's taking on this. Yes, he has a shop on the other side with some already injured footmen. But these guys here are taking so much damage, and he's gonna evacuate now.
Book of the Dead. Oh, one footy down. Another one even more hurt. He won't have the time to heal. Like a heal scroll would be great, but with healing over time, that doesn't really work. So we got a lot of headhunters now. Only level 1 heroes, okay. Peons are coming in as well for a possible shop in one tower. Does he have the war mill? Yes, he does, of course, as he has headhunters. I'm an idiot sometimes.
I honestly don't know how Fortitude is ever holding here. Like, it should be in so much trouble right now against this attack.
Man. So unleashing towers on Fortitude. This must be revenge for probably 100 games where he got tower rushed by the human. Fortitude loves that strat. Now he's turning his own weapons against him.
Oh, the chain lightning gonna connect big time here. Towers only recently started here at the expo. And yeah, but when Militia comes in, you've got a kite. If you're watching Starbuck, I know you did well overall against human, but those few games that you lost when you played all human, that was fighting against the Militia too much.
Incinerate.
So he's doing this so well now.
Incinerate skill uses a little bit of mana, so they explode now, giving area of effect damage. Remo, an absolute hater of this skill. I love it. Just for the effect. I know it's not strong, but you gotta love the impact on a battle. Kills them all.
The explosion.
Boom. Amazing.
And actually, we're close to 40 supply for both players, but when you have this many headhunters, the towers die very quickly here at the expo. Archmage actually in danger. Why didn't you use the book?
Yeah,
that would actually help tremendously. There we go.
Spike barricades upgraded. Book of the Dead. This might be the last resort for 40. Tech is finishing though, so maybe he's getting some help soon. More incinerators, more killed, but Fortitude is dealing with the towers. Oh, Purge! Trying to storm forward, but the skeletons actually delay this a little bit.
Yeah, nice little escape here. By Fortitude, about to kill a shaman. Boss gets level 3. Summons a set of walls at level 2. The peon's almost dead. Could have finished that for sure. And he is going to.
Level 3 Firelord, level 3 Farseer.
Oh my god, the shaman. The last arrow from Klinks.
Oh man. A little unnecessary. Couple of losses here. Is he going Incinerate 2? Yeah, right? Love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, this is the time where you expect that there's some kind of dispel that's going to be coming into the game. So just that extra damage gonna come in handy. But honestly, I'm starting to be worried for Soin because he took so long to finally bridge that expansion fully. He never got a shop up here. He's sending 2 new peons, which might actually run into the crypts in center. Oh, please, don't let that happen. That would be a disaster for Soin. But on the other side, we're here too. And Fortitude actually, like, could just... For some reason, he's not making footmen. He should just be spamming them at this stage.
Mountain King is coming. Castles are coming, but the pressure is still on. Arcane Tower down. And the guard tower as well. Wolves ravage the economy. And it's just more towers. He doesn't give an F about the shop.
You know, some people, when I want to contest something, they go on a hunger strike. But I feel like Fortitude, it's just like, I'm not going to get defense. I need to prove to everybody that he's trash. His footmen are too slow when you get it. And he hasn't made defense for this whole game.
And he might win this, man. Militia are flooding this. MK is under a lot of pressure. Incinerate stacking up. Here comes the next purge. More damage. And that is the MK gone. He was supposed to be the savior, Todd.
He's supposed to be the one to destroy the evil humans, not join them. And Archmage gets level 4, has to TP out those peasants here. I guess that was the only way he could escape with them. Uses the lightning shield on one of them. That's going to do a bit of extra damage, but a double Sanctum about to finish. And that Expo will get breached. I love this decision by Fortitude. Look at his goals. He's like, okay, that expansion already served its purpose. I got a lot of gold from this. There is almost no way I can defend on location there. So instead, he's just going to evacuate. Oh my god, that regen scroll value. Look at it.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Wolves are still getting some kills here. Oh no, not the quickest reaction of all time. Oh man, these wolves aren't hungry anymore.
The wolves are always hungry. Aren't they?
Even if they ate like 8 peasants, you think?
Probably not actually. Dude,
So-
last night I had a hard time sleeping, and then I saw like this silliest video of like some dude camping, I guess like in Africa, and there was a lion outside his tent. Let me think of that.
And then you fall asleep just thinking
No.
of lions in the wild.
Then you're like, how did it, like, this can't be real. Like, you can't be this silly to go camping, like, where there would be lions. But, yeah, some quick thoughts. I feel like there's another lion here in Soin about to jump on this poor camper here.
Oh yeah.
Fortitude, trying to have a good time.
Yesterday you sent us some bears. Today it's lions. I wonder what animal you present to us tomorrow.
Lions, tigers, and bears, man.
Pretty animals. Oh, chain lightning steel. Nasty. Look
Tree's
at this
gonna go down as
incinerate.
well.
Look at how great incinerate is.
Yeah. I think Remo was right about rifles within a fire. We saw that yesterday. You were right about incinerate.
Oh! Oh my god, with the purges. What a mass murder happening here. Now he's sieging the main. At this point, Soin is just having an intense amount of fun.
He's like, man, if you ever tower me again, I'm gonna be the one towering you until the ends of time.
Can they both just tower each other on map 2, please?
Do you think the world's ready to watch?
I'm
double
ready.
tower rush between
I don't
those
care
two?
about the world. I just know that I need it.
Oh my god, this Archmage is gonna take forever to be back out.
I don't think he's
And
coming
brilliant
back
move
out.
to go for the altar.
There's so much damage stacking up. Soin is expanding. Did he ever rebuild the shop? Nope, Fortitude didn't, so he can't go for more breakers.
Are we allowed to curse in the interview? Because I want to use an expletive to ask either winner here why Defan wasn't researched in game 1.
I don't think so. But if you can't contain yourself, I don't think we mind too much. Oh my god.
This is pretty tough to kill anything here. There's so much firepower in this army. Keep in mind, Soin went for +2 attack very early in this game, by the way. So yes, we didn't have like the most units, but they hurt a lot when they did attack.
This game seemed to be a lot of fun. Just a cup of coffee for Soin. 1-0 for the Korean.
Yeah, tries with the fast expansion, hard to make work, as Todd pointed out. And yeah, Todd, you mentioned it a whole bunch of times, but I think it still wasn't said enough. Defend. Why was there no defend? You're playing against mass headhunters. You have double barracks, and there's no defend.
It's just not
Like
a
what?
good upgrade, Remo.
What the hell?
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Sure. Maybe at some point he thought he was facing mainly the wolves and the heroes and the shaman, and the headhunters weren't so big of a factor anymore. Well, suddenly there were 10 headhunters again, and it turns out defend would have been nice. That was one of the weirder decisions of the day. This game would have looked so different, man. Had he had defend at a good time. A bit heartbreaking.
I think you mentioned pretty much everything, but one certain spell slipped your mind, Remo. Because defend might help you against some Headhunters, but doesn't
Trash Incinerate, you mean? Trash Incinerate. Yeah, you know, it did like
doesn't protect you against Incinerate.
You guys are
did
so childish.
a total of like maybe 20 splash damage.
Uh-huh.
The additive damage, the consecutive damage is, you know, all right. It does a bit here and there, but in
Is
the
this the hill
ability
you want
list,
to die on, Remo?
in the ability list, it's rather low down. You know, I think Firelord is a pretty interesting hero in that he's really good at right-clicking, but his spells are pretty trash. But here, he did come in pretty handy. Where, yeah, the fast expansion doesn't work out for Fortitude.
Yeah, and I guess if Todd calls us childish, we kind of have to stop. Waiting for 40 at the moment, who's facing elimination. Tidehunters is next. I mean, if there's a map where both people tower rush each other, it's probably this or Amazonia.
Dude, they're not gonna tower rush each other. There's no way. Like, it's a very situational thing that you don't do very often. But I guess in Human against Orc, it could be you plan to get those little towers in the shop and go for it on tier 2. It was just to counter the Expo, which in the first place probably shouldn't have been there. Even though at some points Fortitude wasn't doing too bad. That ring, yes, it made his Archmage tankier, but imagine if he had like a Claws +9.
Yeah, that would have been pretty nasty indeed. And I finally got that meme ready. Okay, it's a meme in 3 different chapters, I guess. So Todd was posting this on his Twitter once again at Johan Merlo, and I can't show it to you right here. Okay, there we go. Fortitude at the beginning of this tournament playing Night Elf, then seeing Johnny Cage destroying X-Lord with a bunch of tanks, and then switching back to human. That was a pretty good one. I luled quite a bit.
I actually didn't think he would pick human, by the way, today. It was meant to be a joke because a lot of tanks were used and he's known to be one of the fans of these units.
Oh yeah.
Let's just put it like that.
I have been in many games where he showed that. And here we show the players once again. But now it's time. Match points for Soin. And we'll see. Will we see another tower push or will it be a more normal game? Tidehunters. Fortitude for LP Club could be the first player of the clan being eliminated. 15 Sway and Colorful both in the lower bracket final. Here we go. Archmage first. And so in bottom right with Farseer Headhunters once again.
Focus is not on LP Club anymore, is he?
That is very true. I
I
think
wonder what team he's gonna join.
his contract expired on August 1st. Yeah, hopefully he finds another team.
Why doesn't Back to WarCraft try to make a team?
Because we have
Even Rotterdam as a team, you know?
Yeah, you
Sounds
know,
awkward.
it would, like, of course they would own a DreamHack and we have to cast it, and then we might be a little bit biased, you know? It's just to protect us from that.
I mean, you're already biased for
But
whoever you
we're
like. no?
casting straight down the middle.
Nah.
Nah? Well, maybe
Dude,
not if you're
I'm
casting
biased.
your matches in Meisterschaft, but...
Every time that humans playing or French players playing, I'm like, let's go, champ. Or Mikael. I think like we do a good job, you know, not overdoing it, and I think you guys would as well. But I legit think that Back to Warcraft doing a team could get interesting.
Well, we already have to pay the Canadians, you know, Ricky and Carson. It's getting
Taking
expensive.
up all the budget.
They're taking up
Especially
all the
Bidou.
Then we have to pay the Out of Warcraft for all his amazing highlight videos. It's not cheap, this Warcraft world, I tell ya.
Alright, let's see. Fortitude with a triple farm. Not quite going for an expansion again. I think that experiment kind of failed.
Oh yeah.
And on the other side, we're just creeping a little towards the center. Very common on this map. There was no scout from either side. And the dual tower rush should be happening within the next 5 minutes, guys.
I'm taking a look at these bases. I don't see a lumber mill yet, so this might be a little difficult to do. Just as getting level 3 on any of these heroes.
Great items for both players, by the way. As much as Fortitude last game got a ring +4, which I'm sure made him feel absolutely dead inside, just like it does me every time.
You can relate.
Now it's Gloves of Haste and Mental of Intelligence. So a little bit of extra attack speed, a little bit of extra damage, affects the mana as well in a positive way. And on the other side, we had just the 1 Mental for the Farseer.
A little bit of a break here. Fortitude having some issues apparently. No problem at all.
It's not the... I feel like he's one of the guys that's been pausing. I remember... was it the WGL Team League where he paused to make a phone call? I was like, is this guy serious?
Yeah, is he serious? But I guess he is back now. I mean, father, husband, there are some obligations that you might have to do. But okay, we're back on map 2. And still not looking too great for Fortitude. And again, no defend.
Well, not yet. He definitely could make it after the 5th Footman. We've seen recently when Shemiko goes for 2 farm tech, he gets defend after 3 Footmen. Usually when you go 3 farm tech, you can get it either after 4 or 5 Footmen. But he starts another footy. Is this gonna be again the masked Footman without defense?
Wouldn't advise that, to be honest, but Fortitude always had and always will have his own ideas about the game. Sometimes it works out beautifully, like being super stubborn and going quad workshop tanks when nobody else was doing it, and sometimes, you know, his ideas aren't the greatest.
Soin trying to find a kill here on the Water Elemental. We'll be able to get it here with the Wolves going for the chase. Very important bit of experience. This Water Elemental is one of those things that gives almost like the most amounts. And Archmage is on the hunt. Those HH are the ones being headhunted. And it's not for a job, Neo.
Yeah, he scares them away and does some great damage. Love the boots on the Archmage with this inventory. Doing serious damage. These headhunters getting burned. I like that addition.
It's very nice, Zidane. If you can kill even just 2 headhunters, like it's so amazing for you there. You really reduce the opponent's damage. And perhaps this is why we weren't seeing defend here. Soin went back into grunts. And I think Fortitude was counting on this to happen, so he knew that getting a lot of footmen defend is great against mass headhunters, but against actual grunts, not so good. Does he try to shoot for the deny? Yes, he does. Oh! Too far away.
I'm not really sure what's happening here. So we get the grunt transition and a TC, still Shaman, and a Bestiary. Okay, maybe a Wyvern. On the other side, yeah, okay, I was waiting for that. Fortitude was hanging around at the tavern for quite some time and wanted to attack, like in his typical style. Go for the burrows, go for the tier 2. I thought for a second he picks up the Beastmaster, but no, Panda it is.
Yeah, but the Thorn Chieftain is about to come out as the human reaches the Orc base, which is obviously pretty bad here for Fortitude. He's gonna go Stomp, lands it big time on Panda and a lot of these units. So he really wants to get that Panda here.
No perch available yet, so it's hard. He gets him out, but of course not as effective as it is against pure headhunters, as the grunts are so beefy.
Ooh, the Panda. Going deep.
Ooh, could be stomped. Speed scroll invested, but I don't think the follow-up damage is enough. Nice saves by Soin, but can't catch this Panda. He's a speedy boy.
Yeah, he could try to go around, but it's kind of useless to overextend for the chase, because even if you kill it across the map, like not only might you fail, but it's like the most important thing to kill. So we see Soin going to Kodo and Shaman, and the question is, will he want to expand very soon, or instead just try to mass on one base and fight before we see that the Panda is starting to level out of control?
TC needs levels, of course, as well. Very early Sorceress coming in. And I think the potential to do some damage or to get some kills is slowly but steady over. A little bit of brawling here for 1 or 2 more experience points, but no one is close to any level ups. And 40 with a deny. This game looking much better for the human.
Wait, did you get it? I thought he didn't get the deny.
Oh.
The TC hits earlier than the Archmage there. Again, it was an attack from like really far.
It's a mighty axe that he carries.
Yeah. Perhaps the lab creep next. Very tempting with Militia here. Or he might try to contest the center to get a healing scroll. Because the daylights came not long ago, so right now there's this hot property in the center, the healing scroll, the invuln that you definitely want to not just get for yourself, but also take away from the opponent.
Yeah, the invulns are becoming more and more important. We have Ensnare, we have Storm, we're gonna have Purge. That's so much CC. Against the squishy Archmage, you don't want to burn your TPs all the time. Quite expensive. There is the Great Hall. Oh, Fortitude about to scout it. Suspicious army movement by Soin here. I guess Fortitude knows now.
Didn't use a sentry ward yet. Definitely needs to drop that here. He can send Militia to engage into this army if there's an overextension of Soin chasing a little bit too far out. And very early control magic. This is like the new style where you can escape on adept training on the priest, and instead you go, since you're going to breakers, just get control magic and steal those walls if the opponent tries to use them, which a lot of players don't time that out this well just yet, just because it's still kind of brand new.
Yeah, this is undiscovered waters so far. Double mantle for the Farseer, close to 3. TC a little under-leveled, but Soin also... Oh, there's the ward. Soin also not creeping too much, not paying attention to that too much. He knows, okay, as long as I'm higher level than you are, I'm totally fine. As long as your Panda's not 3, your Archmage is not 4. Everything's dandy here. And Creepjack.
Yeah, Panda's only level 2. He's trying to fight before there's a critical mass of breakers, before there's the Panda level 3. Ideally, you want to eat one of the breakers and then eventually get out with Temple, even if need be. But Militia's coming from behind, and it's going to be very dangerous. Soin going straight for those casters.
Wow.
He's almost level 3 on the Farseer.
That's a good amount of damage here with the hero spells, with siege damage, a little bit of piercing damage. And not too many revenge kills for Fortitude. Do we have another speed scroll? Ooh, we do not. That's a Raider kill. That's probably a Headhunter kill. That's also not looking too great for the Kodo, but oh, wait a minute. If there's a Stormboard, disables Archmage would be dead. Oh, clutch, heal scroll, invul potion passed as well. Old man survives.
And Soin still having a bunch of mana here. When he got level 3, he actually went for Chain Lightning level 2, which makes a lot of sense, right? Like, he's facing a lot of breakers. He knows there's going to be control magic, so that was a lot of damage, but a very nice save from Fortitude, keeping this Archmage alive. Farseer steals healing control. He's still on the chase for this Archmage, but instead goes for a breaker here.
Yeah, he just wants to buy time for this expansion. I think he's doing this masterfully. Trading experience is nice. He's gonna have the advantage at some point, even though the Panda is catching up quite a bit. But yeah, 40 has to pull back at some point. Mana's getting kinda low.
Yeah, Panda being level 2, like, his damage is, it's almost like pathetic, right? Against Orc units, which have a lot of hit points. You really need to get that guy to level 3, which is what surprises me, that he went for the center when really he should have just grabbed the lab with Militia and pulled back the Archmage. But then Panda might already be 3 if he had done that properly. But he's getting some kills on the grunts here. Soin perhaps overextending a bit
TC
on the other side of the map instead of just pulling back. He's going for the Panda. I don't think that's a good idea.
passes the TP, can easily get out if there's no storm, but there isn't. Chain Lightning shouldn't come as such a surprise now that he saw that it's level 2. Gets out with another kill.
TC gets 3.
Yeah.
From digesting, I think, a breaker. He was in the Kodo that's in the bottom left.
Ooh, grunt for free. Man, these sorcerers have quite a big of an impact. But yeah, the TC as well has a little bit of mana. Not enough for the stomp, I guess. Sorceress dead. Kodo comes in. Yummy.
He needs to TP maybe. Just heal back up. Don't wait too long. Panda might be level 2, but he's got a lot of mana.
Oh,
He's
nice.
more for one of fire.
Ooh, doesn't get the Kodo. Someone was waiting for the second Kodo to arrive to snag another breaker, then TP'd out. Great timing. But is the timing still good enough to hold this expo?
Yeah, I think if you're Soin, you need a little bit of time here, so don't rush in too fast. Just, you know, solve everything, use clarities the way it's doing. Wait a little bit before engaging. Okay, this Great Hall can tank the damage for a while. Like, the army of Fortitude is super tiny here. It's literally like 2 breakers, 2 sorceress, 2 heroes, and 3 priests.
This is pretty much an all-in. If Soin holds, his advantage is way too big to get back. Panda still not the necessary impact, and Soin played really well around it. Kodo could actually close this around, and it does. Oh no, stop! Chain Lightning, Focus Fire, Heal Scroll to get him out. This must be the TP. Invul first wants to stay in, wants to get a little bit of healing from the priest, but I doubt this is gonna be enough. Oh no, he wants this Panda so bad, and he gets it. Zap, and he's out of this tournament. No saving this Archmage. And Fortitude falls to Soin.
The Archmage is always gonna follow when that happens. You're not having a town portal, being so far out on the map. Soin with a solid performance here, looking pretty incredible against Fortitude.